these away too.
Looks like I'm heating some stuff up tonight. I have this really pretty, like confetti looking glitter. Oh, it's so pretty. I love weeding glitter now too. The first glitter I had didn't weed very well, but we were using Megan Amber's machine, and I think it didn't weed well because I think we didn't have it on the setting for like more, you know, that setting on your Cricut where you can like ask for more pressure. We didn't have it on that. Lord, just throw me a bone. I know you've done so much for me this week, but here I am asking for more. You really don't have to pay attention to me right now. I'm gonna need you like later on. Later on. Oh shoot. This one is not near as fun as the other colors, guys. It's just not. Ugh. This is the kind of stuff that I watch on TikTok as I'm trying to make myself tired. Although, let me just tell you, I went to sleep at 10:30 last night. I was so tired, mentally exhausted, and I slept until 9:25 this morning. It was so nice. Then I ordered DoorDash McDonald's, and they told me it was going to take an hour and a half to get here. And I was like, what the heck? And then I realized, guess what, Becca? There's a snowstorm outside, so I canceled it because I felt really bad. I don't want anybody driving for me in this. Yeah, I don't like how it's not... Hologram, you are my least favorite, sis. We are not fans. This is not fun or entertaining. Okay. Oh. Goldie and two bullies. Hi, Ashley. Hi, friends. We are watching the other video, too, of the struggles of... It's like the Chronicles of Narnia, but the Chronicles of Vinyl, Becca edition. This is a mess. I don't like holographic stuff. Did I tell you that already? Because I freaking hate it. Hello, Becca. Lester. What are you doing? What are you doing? In my counseling sessions, we've gone from like talking about what happened to me to talking about what chapter it's going to be in my books. And she it's so funny because she'd been with me since the beginning. Like literally when I very first started going to her, that's when everything started like going crazy. And then she helped me realize a lot of things very quickly. I mean, she told me stuff for a long time. Everybody else told me, and I was like, no, guys. No. You're looking the wrong direction, guys. But really, it was both directions. I was just a little stupid. I know stupid no more. Okay. So, like, I'm going to have to go clean up all these edges, which is super freaking annoying. We will not be doing hologram in the future. Holographic. I really actually like the glitter version of this too. Like the glitter holograph one. It's like holographic glitter, I guess. And I should have just stuck with that. But I was like, no, it looks so pretty. You know, shiny new things. What happened? We broke up. Told y'all. Just not happening. Long time ago. I just didn't talk about it for a long time. I bid him adieu. And I really do want to tell you guys about what happens and stuff, but I just know that instead of it being something that I could actually help people with right now, which it definitely would be, you know, it's going to be brought up later on. And I just don't need to, like, give him anything. I wish I could, Kim Shady. I really wish I could. I really wish I could, but you know I can't. And apparently my ex-husband agrees. So, but I can't because, you know, if you've ever been involved in this, you know how petty and ridiculous some things can get. And we are in that season, so I just don't say anything so that my words don't get twisted and little clips of what I say don't get reused. Even though they always do. As soon as I'm done with my name on this one, I'm quitting. Like, I'm not even doing the circle tonight because this is just making it unfun, and I really do enjoy this. Kim said, I really need to go to the vinyl store with you next time and get some more. Okay, you can come with me. Yeah. You never been to the one on Harry Hines? Girl, we could go. Not this week, girl. But we could go on the weekend. On the weekend, I ain't got nothing to do. I have a bunch of samples to show y'all of really, really cute stuff that just came out. My factory sent me all my new hang tags today. I'm very excited about that. They're so nice. And I'm trying to downsize my warehouse, but you have to like get it approved and beg for it, which is fucking atrocious. So dumb. Okay, that is all I'm doing of this because that is just hell on earth. Not really, but I'm exaggerating, okay? Look. This is all we're getting done. Yeah, I can't do it. It's hard to not attract narcissists if you've been with one. I know. How do you attract them, though? That is the weirdest thing, but I definitely am. So it's a no for me. Hold on. Hello. And we didn't use the glitter iron-on our settings. Yeah, we didn't. There's nothing going on with my dating life. I did not know there was a special setting for that kind of vinyl. I will maybe cut one more. I guess I can because I have it. So you can select the type of vinyl. I know, and for glitter, I select glitter, and for everyday iron-on, I select everyday iron-on, but I definitely didn't know. If I didn't answer your question already and you asked it, you can ask it again. Hold on. What name did I just see? Sunita, I need you. I had to go get my eyebrows waxed the other day because I didn't have time. Hi, Melissa. I didn't have time to drive all the way to South Lake, and I immediately regretted it. I'm like, why didn't I just go? Hold on, Gumi. Hi, Hi, Stephanie Gunn. Okay, let me go to the bottom. Sorry. I'm gonna do the other vinyl. The earrings are in the box this month. Are they? Yeah. I was like, are they in this month or next month? They're in this month. How do you attract them, though? I gotta know, man. No, my counselor said I attract projects. I attract people that I think I could change. But here's the thing. The reason I want to talk to y'all about some of the stuff that I went through dating is because sometimes who people are in the beginning of the relationship are not who they are later on. And the same words can come from the same person, like two different words, I guess, can come from the same person, and it's like, oh shit. So that stuff I do want to talk about, but I just don't want to talk about it yet because, I mean, let's be honest, he'll find some way to twist this into something, and like, I don't want that. Right now, I am sitting pretty and very happy with all that has come to light, and I don't want any ammo. So I don't need to sit there and listen to stupid shit like watching myself lick a fork. That was freaking funny, okay? It was funny. How about don't sit in front of my house and I won't lick a fucking fork and tell you not to bumble in my driveway. But if you only play that part of the video and not the part about where, you know, you've been sitting there 15 days for 2 hours a day, I look like a jerk. And I don't want to look like a jerk because I'm not being ugly. I'm just tired of it. So I don't want to do that anymore. So here we are. Look at this. I mean, we are like all the way through this. Look at this. Also, what I've learned is that people who want to do a lot of nice things for you, like to my friends, it was a red flag. And to me, I was like, oh no, they're just really nice people. And turns out they're not nice people. And they will flip a switch real quick. And you will find out real quickly what people are made of. And it ain't always good intentions. So I definitely am I don't have a lot of discernment. Okay, Libeth had a lot of discernment. My dad had a lot of discernment. My son has a lot of discernment. I don't have that. And I need to get that, because if you don't have it, you make real stupid choices a lot of times, or you believe stuff you shouldn't believe. I mean, I feel like I was on a whole nother level of being an idiot, for sure. Oh my God. Like, if everybody, the police, the counselors, the attorneys, everybody tells you what it is, and you're still like, okay, guys, no. Like, maybe you're just a freaking idiot. And that's what I was. What's the status of Whoopi's bow ties? We sell them at the storefront. If you want them, you can come get them. Do you need bow ties for your kid? My psychiatrist said I should go see a counselor, and I'm so afraid to. What's the difference between a psychiatrist and a counselor? I hate opening up to people I don't know. I'm afraid I'll get talked about behind my back. Girl, if they're talking about you behind your back, they're behind you. Who cares? The unhealed trauma you attract, what you need to. That's so true. See, I have unhealed trauma. And my counselor says I have PTSD, so I just need to not get people involved with this. You know, I am not a good candidate right now. One day I will be, but not right now. With project manager, they leave you when you fix them. I don't want to fix them. I want to hire a housekeeper to know you love yours. Is there any tips on hiring a person that you mesh with, and what should I ask in the interview? No, I haven't read Attached. Amy, tell me more about it. Don't think I saw the cat video. Kim said, I was putting away my clothes and was thinking about how you have to order new tags for the inside clothes to the product. Girl in me was thinking about, you do, girl, it's what we're attracted to, because it's what, watching you do the other vinyl. Oh yeah, I heard you. Okay, where did that question go? Housekeeper. I'm not a good candidate to ask that question because I didn't interview mine. She was somebody that I knew through somebody else, so I hired her. Luckily, it ended up being one of the best decisions of my entire life. She'd been here 12 years. When I moved out of my house the first time, she literally cleaned my house in Roanoke and my apartment. She's extremely trustworthy. She's not responsible for any of the money getting stolen from my house, contrary to what my ex-husband might have said. Then he got really pissed off when I told him that I told her. I'm like, why'd you get so mad if you said it? I don't know. But I guess if you knew it wasn't true too, and now you know I told her. But anyways, she's just one of the people I trust most in the world. She's a wonderful human. She's extremely honest. Anytime she like we were on a vacation one time. I think I told you this a long time ago. I know I did. She like found some money and washed it because it had mold on it, and literally sent us a picture of it. Like, she's so honest. But she's been with me for literally over a decade. She's a really good human. I love her to death. I've literally known her since her kid was little bitty, and now her kid is in the military, like grown. It's crazy. She's been around since Whoopi was like 3 years old. Ugh. Speaking of Whoopi, he wants to make a tech TikTok, which I'm really excited about. He's so used to like the camera life, you know? He's been doing it, which is really hard to explain to like people in this situation. They're like thinking kids are gonna hate it, and I'm like, are you kidding? As soon as my kid gets in the car with me, he immediately like Snapchats a picture of me and him to his friends. Like, he's so used to this stuff. But it's also hard to get people to not you guys, but like, you know, authorities or like attorneys or any of those people to understand that not everybody who's on social media actually wants to be famous. If I wanted to be famous, my Instagram would be public, or I'd be like trying a lot harder. Oh, it looks so good. some of us just want to genuinely help people and use our platform to do that. And that's what I want to do. And I think it just drove me nuts for so long because I couldn't help anybody because I was helpless. And now I don't feel like I'm so helpless anymore. I feel like this is definitely going to help people later on. I just have to make good choices so I can teach other people to make good choices. And in the dating world, I was not making good choices. Not bad, necessarily. Not reckless to my kid or anything. But I just don't think I'm ready. I still get sad sometimes about what happened and how it happened. So for me, it could have been just a flat out conversation, you know, instead of like the links that I did to myself, right? Should have just been like, hey, I'm a little bit scared right now. What should we do? Instead, I feel like somebody else found that little journal entry you wrote and you became their prey. And in that, crazy shit happened. I found it. I can see other people that viewed it. But I mean, I don't know, I was fast and loose with my trust and I shouldn't have been that way. It's charisma and charm, they're pros. But now you can kind of recognize it real early. You know, you're like, actually, well, and some people, they don't even have to like do a whole bunch of bad stuff. They could talk to you certain ways and you can figure out very quickly that is not acceptable for any circumstance for nothing. No, just a no. And that's kind of shit I don't want to deal with. Not at all. You have good intentions. Yeah. Oh, psychs can prescribe meds. Yeah, my therapist is a psychotherapist. I don't know what that means. And when stuff got really bad, like after my dad died and Libeth died all in a short time and all this stuff was coming to light, like I had the option if I wanted to take something and I would have. And that's one of the saddest parts of this is that I felt like I couldn't take something because still to this day, I feel like I could never take anything because it gets held against me all the time, which I don't know why, because, you know, same people running their mouth have definitely been on medicine for 20 years. But it's so sad that like you don't even want to take anything because you don't want them to say like, oh, she's crazy. Look, the fact that I got through all this without medicine, like, I don't even know how, honestly. My counselor says the same thing. But you can't because you know they're going to like hold it against you. And some people will do anything. And I mean anything. There's another one. We good. I have a psychiatrist, but I got told I should see a therapist or a counselor. I don't know why the psychiatrist couldn't do for you what the therapist could. Oh, we ain't doing these bad boys, and no thank you. Get away. Like yeah, see, look, here's one that I started to do and started ripping. Have I read Out of the Fog? It changed my life in regards to healing from narcissistic abuse. No, but I read Co-Parenting with the Narcissist, and I read, that was really good. It like tells you what to expect because part of your brain gets shocked from this. Look at this. Look at this. Part of your brain is like, wait a minute, why? And you have to realize that like what the move is, and it's all very easy to read after that. Like you figure it out real quick. I actually got that book sent to me by a follower. What's the other one I read that was really good? What's it called? Oh, I listened to a bunch of audiobooks that are so good. Audiobooks are my fave. I can like do whatever I gotta do and listen to that at the same time. Look at that! Look at that! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Look. Girl. I don't want to speak too soon. We are rocking and rolling over here with this. It's about the different attachment styles and how based on that rooted in childhood stuff usually plays in the type of attachment we seek as adults and how that's... No, and it's true too, because here's the thing. This is what I learned. The truth thing is so important to me because let me just be frank with you and tell you why. When I was a child, something happened to me, and I told people it was happening to me, and for years they didn't believe me, and they kept putting me back in that situation. That same thing continued to, I am not going to get emotional, hold on. This is what I've learned from those books. The same thing happened to me again and again, right? How do I say this? God, I hate thinking about what I say first. So something bad happened to me. I kept saying this bad thing's happening. People, it's not even that they didn't believe me. It's like they just didn't listen, I guess. And finally, I told my dad. Because in the beginning, I only told my mom because I was embarrassed. And they kept putting me back in the same situation again and again. And the final straw, I think, was Disney World. I've showed you guys those pictures. I fucking hate Disney World. That's why I hate Disney World, because I had to go with that same family. And I think the truth thing is so important to me now, because when it came out, wait, where's the words? Hold on. When it came out when I was younger, what was happening, and they realized I was, not that I was just telling the truth, but that person had done something even worse to someone else. God, why can't I just say all this stuff? It was almost like I was the catalyst to get the cat out of the bag, but her situation was so much worse. How do I say this? This is the worst, just so you know, having to like think before I say these things. Her situation was worse than mine, for sure. Both of them happened for years, and hers resulted in things that mine didn't, and that was a provable way that it was a way that it got proven, okay? And it felt like I was just the catalyst to open the door, but then nobody like gave a shit after that. I can't even talk about it. Like nobody gave a shit after, because it wasn't as bad. It didn't result in what resulted with her. And it wasn't that I wanted people to think it was that bad. It was just like, I've said this for like 4 years and no one listened. And now everybody's like, oh yeah, it's true. And so that's like the childhood trauma that I went through with my divorce, because I kept saying these things are happening. And it wasn't that nobody's listening, because like so many people told me what was going on. A lot of it was my fault for not telling the right people. I was so concerned with telling you guys everything and knowing I couldn't talk that I didn't tell the right people, like the police. And so I feel like after I told the police, it just got a lot better for me. Hold on, I can't see. It got a lot better for me, because then, I don't know how to explain it. Then you don't have to worry about you guys knowing, like y'all couldn't have done anything for me anyways, but I don't know, you're just like my friend. So I just had to like make sure you I don't know, not even just that you are my friends. You are the people that like hold me accountable for stuff, you know? And I like that. And so I feel like a lot of what happened to me, like the believing it or not, was rooted in the trauma. But I feel like the part that I've healed is that it doesn't make me feel good now that everybody believes me, because I knew it was true all along. It makes me feel like, welcome to the show. Like I told you. Like, what do you want me to give you a medal because you believe it now? Like, thanks. But also, there were people in the beginning that did believe me, and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do to make sure that it would stop by telling the right people. Thank you, Jesus, for making this so much easier than any piece of hologram ever so far. Like, I am so impressed right now. So I don't know if you can understand my vague words, but one day I'll sit down with you and explain. I'm sure you kind of get it. And I think why I did some things for other people was because I felt like I owed it to them, because part of their life sucking was because of me coming forward with the truth. And that really, it was not the case at all. Like, people make their own choices. And I had nothing to do with that. So also, I just know, like, if my child ever tells me anything, I will never in my life not believe my child. And it wasn't even that people didn't believe me. It was that, well, actually, I don't know what it was. I couldn't even tell you, to be honest. I can't tell you, because I know for sure if my kid told me some crazy shit was popping off, like, we will be looking into it. But I don't care. I'm thankful for how it is now. I mean, I guess like my only real scar from it is that I have this like obsession isn't a good word. I have this like innate desire to make sure people understand that I'm telling the truth. And I also think that's why I'm so transparent now, because I feel like if I'm super transparent now, you'll know that there's nothing I'm going to make up. Which some people figured that out this week. I don't know. Did any of that make sense? Sorry. I hate fucking vague talking. Honestly, I just wish I could just be like, look, this is what happened. This is why I don't talk to certain people anymore. Period. So, if you really want to know, I'm not afraid to tell you about why I don't have relationships with certain people, because you wouldn't either. I would hope. I don't have relationships with people who do other people wrong and have no conscience about it. That's for sure. Like, even if I see people talking ugly to other people on social media, I'll block them just so they don't ever come across my page. Like, get away, y'all weirdos. No. This did turn out a lot better than the other one, I'm just saying. Not much better, but a little bit better. Also, I feel like I am pretty healed from that other situation. I just still don't sleep in the dark. I'm 40 years old. I will freak the hell out if I have to sleep. Actually, I will not sleep in the dark. It doesn't matter. At my aunt's house over Christmas, I couldn't sleep in the dark. And my cousin was like trying to help me figure out any way that we could like, he literally offered to leave the overhead light on for me because he knows all about that stuff. And I was like, no, you don't have to sleep with a freaking overhead light on. So we ended up using my phone charger. It's Christmas lights, and we plugged in my phone charger, and that was my like night light. And he didn't make fun of me or nothing, which I'm so thankful for. No, I mean, he knows. Everybody in my family knows what's going on. My husband knew. And I try to do the right thing and take care of people. And, you know, I don't know. Didn't always work out. My longest lasting relationship was with a massage therapist. Thankful you have her. A therapist is bound by confidentiality. They shouldn't be talking behind your back. Their job is to listen and support you. Oh, yeah, they are. And they're wonderful. Like, I love mine so much. Like, today she was like, I just need you to know I am so proud of you. I really am. And I'm so proud to have watched you through this entire journey. Because remember, she was with me, like, on day one when I'm like, hey, these weird things are happening. And that's when she was like, sis, girl, no. And she told me some stuff. And later on, my kid told me the same thing, like 8 months later. And I was like, oh my God. Maybe I need to wake up. Definitely what I needed to do. So here we are. And everything will be okay in the end. If it ain't okay, it ain't the end. Isn't that what they say? I'm so scared to talk to anyone. No. Don't be scared to talk to people. That's like my favorite thing. A good therapist should go at your pace. I agree. Does it take a full sheet? No, it takes about half the sheet. I can do them both under 10 inches, and then I can fit 2 on there. Okay. These little holograms there, they blow. Plus, I know that in God's timing, he's going to put somebody in my life that's like exactly who it's supposed to be. There'll be no questions. There'll be no kind of weird behavior. There'll be no question. Like, real love doesn't hurt. That's what people say, and it's true. True love does not hurt. You won't have to ask yourself questions. You won't have to second guess yourself. You won't. Oh, it's so pretty, though. Oh, but just can't do it. Can't do it right now. Do we have any other ones? Hold on, let me see. Are these both holograms? Yes. Kill me. Oh, I think I have a couple more. Oh, my leg's asleep again. Oh, my God. Oh. It's like your whole leg is dead. does it take? Oh, cricket nights are my therapy. I take my meds and make life or death decisions. You can do anything for your mental health. Can't be used against you. I know, but it's just like, he says it so often. Like, it literally, it's so ridiculous too. And it's just like, I don't know. I guess I'm like hurting myself too at the same time. Also, I do like to see if I can handle it by myself, but it just pisses me off because it's like, dude, number one, like, shut up. And number two, those in glass houses shall not throw stones, my friend. What do you get out of this? But honestly, what the hell do you get out of any of this? I don't know. But it's just like, whatever. Like, how many times are you going to say, like, oh, she should take her meds? Like, I don't have any fucking meds. I'm on Vyvanse, and I got off that for 7 months because I thought I was going nuts, and turned out you were just a liar. So, I still take Vyvanse now. I got back on it in July. I didn't take it from January to July, so when you write that down in your little notebook, make sure you get your dates correct. And it did not make me crazy. My Vyvanse didn't. It made me actually very clear on things. What else? Yeah. Okay, let me show you what kind of... Oh, this ain't gonna work. Shit, I just ripped it. Yeah, so this is another one. It's a no. But like the silver one was like a thicker, glittery paper, and it worked. Look at my precious cat. She's being so good. She's sleeping. Yeah, how the heck is this gonna weed way up there? It's gonna be horrible. It's just like the cut is not thick enough. And I don't understand because I always picked more. Why didn't it work? Gosh. But also, you should never make fun of somebody because they might need to take medicine. Like, you tell me if your dad dies and your friend dies and you're going through a divorce and you freaking find tracking devices in your house and in your car and shit in your attic and same stuff's being said on the internet about you that you're not telling people that was said in your house the same day. Like, you tell me you wouldn't go batshit crazy. Like, I didn't, and I figured I would, actually. But nope, I stayed the course. I think because I was able to talk to so many people, my girlfriends and all the professionals I had around me, that's the only reason I didn't go crazy. Because I feel like most people, that's why I always say I'm glad it happened to me and not somebody else. If it would have happened to somebody else that maybe didn't have as thick of skin, I don't know how they would have handled it. And I would have hated for all this to happen to somebody that, like, couldn't handle it. Because I barely could handle it. But I am still glad it happened to me and not somebody else, for sure. I'm not glad it happened to me. I'm just glad it happened to me and not somebody else. I would give a whole lot to go backwards. At least just to get the time with my dad that was taken away back, you know? Like, I wish I could have that back. But I knew my dad knew something was going on. He said so before he died. He actually asked the involved parties, what the hell? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do the top of that. I know, I did say no to the hologram and then I started it. Out of the Fog is free on audio. Oh my gosh, I'll definitely try it. Emily, hi honey. Do you love a psychiatrist? You're processing trauma in real time. Long time ago, sis. Oh. We're still going to create good memories at Disney World. I know, I hate that place. I don't want to go back. God. And then when I was looking through all my dad's stuff, I found all these pictures he had hidden away from that Disney World trip. And I'm like, my dad probably didn't ever want me to see that stuff. You know? Because he was real mad. Which, as any parent should be. But my mom just wasn't. So, which now makes sense a lot more, considering everything. But it's okay. It is what it is, friends. Look, I'm going to peel this, and I think it's going to rip into the circle. Yeah, it just looks like crap. Like the edges of it look like crap. I hate that I wasted money on that. Trauma response, it makes 2 great. Thanks. Do you know who did the... Yes. Oh, I mean, according to other people, I did it to myself. Yeah. Did it to myself. What do I have to gain from this? Carissa, what about her? Haven't seen her in a bit. I talk to her 100 times a day. Every day. Y'all will never see Megan too, and I literally just got off the phone with her FaceTime with her before I made this video. I told her I was going to tell y'all to go watch her on Poshmark. I don't know if she really did it or not. I haven't got a notification. Meg, did you go live on Poshmark or no? Today's Megan's birthday, so y'all go tell her happy birthday. I block people I see being hateful online too, just to make sure they can't bring that mess to my page. Me too, sis. Don't bring that bullshit over here. If I see y'all being mean to Brandy, I will block y'all so fast. And people always write too. They're always like, I've been a customer forever. Why can't I see your page? Because you're a mean ass. That's why. Because I don't care about your money if you're going to be a jerk. No. Or if you're like looking at things you shouldn't be looking at, and then you want to stay over here too, like, you got to think of it this way. If somebody was bullying your daughter and I was following their page, would you be upset with me? Yeah, you would, as you should. Oh, I ruined it. Yep. I cut the top of it off. Now I'm like itching. I ain't got no more. I have more cut now than I have sweaters. I do have these like navy, like 2-piece sets. Could do something with that. It's like not a sweater. It's like a thin top. Look at all this vinyl. Look at all that. Girl. Let me see. I've blocked. Do I miss Henry? Yes, it sucks. Like, and my kid doesn't ever get to be around that dog either. It sucks. Look at this cute picture of me. I have so many pictures to show y'all and like tell you what was really happening. Like, what does my face look like in this picture? Because I was so sad. I can't wait to make those TikToks where it's like, show us the time you were really sad that people thought you were good. Yeah. What brand of vinyl are you using? Everybody says it's a brand, but I don't know. I don't know. I miss seeing my dad in my videos too. I'm doing good, sister. I'm real good. I know I've only been quiet because I've been busy. Had a bunch of stuff going on for a couple days. Got all that worked out. And then, I don't know. My kid's been home from school for 3 days. So I've just been hanging out with him. I've got to catch up on my sleep. Got on a really good sleep schedule. It's so weird to go to bed so early too. I'm like, what is he doing up there after I go to bed? I don't like this. But I do like that I like go to bed at a normal time and don't stay up till 4 in the morning all the time. I've done that my whole life. I don't know why. Even when I was younger, I stayed up super late. I've always like lived off like 4 hours of sleep. And now I'd be like, I gotta get my 8. Ended a friendship over my best friend being friends with my daughter's bully and her mom. Yeah, it's so weird. And like some people in the beginning, I would be like, hey, that person's not safe for me. Because like I can't say they're a bad person. I can just say that person's not safe for me. And if you choose to still have a relationship with that person, like I love you, but I have to love you from a distance. And that happened a couple times, honestly. And then those people ended up proving why they weren't safe, and then other people come back around and they're like, oh, I had no idea. No, you did have an idea when I told you. You should value me enough to just believe what I'm saying, especially when my relationship was with you first. So I've kind of kept the people around who didn't ever doubt me from the beginning, because let me tell you, it's not very rewarding when it's not as rewarding as you might think when people come around and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, Becca. Like, no. You can't come back and say that now. The roads in North Texas are so bad. I know. Girl, I drove to friggin' Walmart and it was closed. I hate mornings and I wish I was a morning person. Yeah, from a distance. Like, I will love you from afar. I have nothing against you. I don't wish you bad. Even if I like unfriend somebody on Facebook, it's not even because I don't want you to see me, because most of the stuff I post is public. I don't want to see you and think, oh, I wish I still had that connection. Like, I can't have that connection because I've got to make the boundary. And not a single time have I been mad that I made a boundary, except for the Kindle situation. That's literally the only time in my life that I made a boundary I should not have made. But in my defense, and I don't deserve one, I was being fed information that wasn't true for a long time by people I thought had my best interest at heart, and we clearly see they didn't now. And now I got her back, and I will literally never I won't even let anybody speak ill of her in front of my face. Like, nobody ever would. But I'm just saying, like, I will prove to her for the rest of my life, like, I would never, I'm so sorry. Like, I even asked her the other day in front of somebody else, hey, what's the worst thing I've ever done? what is this thing I feel the worst about in the world? She was like, I don't know, me? And I'm like, yes, she knows. I feel horrible. I do. I love her. She was such a good person to me, and I believed other people who did not have the right agenda, and obviously we see that now. And I changed like the trajectory of her life, and I hate that. So now I'm going to try to fix it. And I love her so much. And she's a great human. And I don't deserve her, but I'm so lucky to have her. Look at all this on the table. See all this mess? I'm trying to see if I have like anything else I can weed. These two are messed up, so I can't do it. My vinyl got caught. And then this one, the B like got smushed a little bit, and I'm too OCD. Look, this is for Sarah, who I've not seen in like 2 weeks because Sarah got a boyfriend. Those are all my finished sweaters. I'm done. Can you see them? I got a Coca-Cola today from CVS because they didn't have any sweet tea. Literally no tea. They had diet tea and like a million energy drinks, and I got a soda, and I haven't been drinking soda, and now it tastes disgusting. You said something once about boundaries that was spot on, about people wanting you to set boundaries, but then yeah, that's a big deal too. Was alive, pink shirt, mini Coke. I can hear you say it. A lot of people want you to set boundaries, and that's happened like recently with me. Like I was friends with someone, and she would always tell me to make these boundaries with other people, and then when I made the boundary with her, it was like not okay. And I'm like, no, it has to be okay. It has to be okay for everyone. So that's definitely true. People should want you to set boundaries. This stuff tastes gross now. Is that weird? Like it literally tastes gross. People should, other people can not talk to me if it crosses a boundary too, but so far, it's like so sweet. Too much. Anyway, I'm super thankful for you guys, like in a million ways too, because I know it sounds crazy, but I've literally met my best friends in the whole world. Megan, I met on the internet. Krista, I met on the internet. Like all of my very best friends, except for probably like 3, I've met from the internet. And the ones who've been my best friends other than that I didn't meet on the internet, I literally known since I was a kid. So my best friend Katie, we're best friends in junior high and high school. My best friend Leah, we have been friends since 2nd grade, best friends since 5th. She always clears that up for me. So, but most of my other friends I literally have met off the internet, and I really think it's like a safe, good place to meet people, and that's what I want to do in life, is encourage people that this is a good place to meet people. And I've had some shit stuff happen to me from people I've met on the internet, but also my lack of boundaries has put me in positions with people that I shouldn't have been in because I chose not to have boundaries, and I don't want to make that mistake again, so I don't. Also, I don't try to add new people to the mix. Like, we're maxed out. Hi, Amanda. Chrissy, I met on the internet. I love her. Let's see. What did she say? She's loyal. Yeah, she really is. Hold on, I'm reading comments. Hi, Pearls and Planners. I think it's hard, too, when, like, adults... Oops, shit, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I hope I didn't actually block you. I think it's hard, too, when adults, when you... like end a friendship, you have to remember that some people are in your life for a reason or a season or a lifetime, and you don't really know until they're not. So you just have to treat them as if they're going to be around forever, and if they're not, you can't really, like, it is what it is. And I get it. I totally get it. I hope that people keep me around for forever, and if they don't, like, that's all right too. I don't like mourn things. I don't wish anything bad on anybody at all, especially if I like don't talk to them anymore. Well, no, I still don't wish anything bad. No, I don't. Even on the worst of people, I don't. Because what good does that do for me? It doesn't make me feel any better. I wish that some people would tell the truth, and they don't. But other people will... I don't know how to say that. Everything that's done in the dark comes to light. That's all I'm saying. That's all you can say. And don't worry about it. If you're not friends with somebody anymore, don't cry over spilled milk. Girl, it is what it is. Like, we're all adults here. Move on. You don't even got to talk about them no more. You don't got to be like, oh my God, this happened. Like, it is what it is. But just remember, like, sometimes you got to remember how people treat people. And that's what you got to pay attention to. You know, if I sat on here and I wasn't friends with somebody and I just talked shit about everybody I wasn't friends with, like, I wouldn't trust me, honestly. Would you? No. Like, you got to think, how does that people treat other people? Is that something I want to be a part of? Yes or no? I shouldn't have done that. But I just want to see what it looked like. Hold on, let me get a napkin. So, I always look at how people treat other people. If a girl constantly talks bad about other people, I know she ain't my type of people, and I don't even want to get involved with that mess, because I'm going to do one thing to piss her off, and I'm going to be on the receiving end of that, and, like, I don't have time for it. But also, if you're dating a guy and he doesn't say horrible things about all of his exes, he's probably not going to say horrible things about you. I don't know. I haven't had that many exes. And most of my exes I'm friends with still. Like, you know, there's no bad blood. Most of them have, like, great wives and girlfriends, and if they don't, they're still great people, just not people for me. I know exactly what I need, and I know I can wait a long time to find them. I'm reading. You're so funny was 11. I can remember things like that too, which has helped me in all this. Like, I can close my eyes and pick things out of my brain like a Rolodex, and I can remember where we were going. Like, I remember which way we were turning under the freeway when you asked me that question. I can remember all that. And luckily, like, I write all kinds of stuff down in my diary too, so it's like right there if I ever need it, but I can remember stuff really well. You haven't had a Coke since December? Oh my gosh. That's good, girl. I'm way not as good as that. I love that you're resetting yourself. Hi, girl. Oh, you're so cute. What's your first name? Mama needs a venti. That's so true. Coffee's been hurting my stomach lately. They don't pay rent to live in your head, being angry and wishing bad things. Yeah, I really don't. Like, this is why you don't need to wish bad things on people. Because if they're shitty people, imagine what they have to walk around with every day. Like, even I think about the people who've done really bad things to me in the last couple of years. Like, imagine being them. That has got to be worse. Like, there's nothing else I need to wish on you, because you're you, and that sucks enough. You know? Pour into those who pour into you. It takes two. That's true. And listen to your friends. If you've had friends for a long time and they warn you about people and you don't listen, that's your own fault. It was my own fault. Because when stuff comes out and they're like, we told you, and I'm like, I know. Like, they used to get so mad about my counselor because she would tell me stuff that they already said. Or even Ryan, like, he would tell me stuff, and I remember Shay one time was like, I've told her all of those same things. I'm like, I know, but I just heard it different, you know? I try not to let people... Oh, I read that one. Sarah, I've been following you for years and years. Oh, hi, Sarah. Where do you live? Where are you from? One day I'm going to rent out like a big conference room, and we're all going to hang out and talk about all the things. And I don't even care if old Charlene comes and records me like she usually does every day. Don't bother me at all. Weird ass old lady. Oh, some people just make me laugh. Also, if I'm the most entertaining part of your day, you should get Netflix. I got an extra membership. Although some people use my Netflix and I can see what they watch, and I'm like, I did not watch that. I don't watch all these murder shows. I watch dumb stuff like The Wedding Year or rom-coms or Lindsay Lohan Christmas movies that I friggin' love. Yeah. I'm like, all these murder shows, how do y'all go to sleep at night? I tried to watch Snap the other day, and I'm like, I can't watch this. Like, it's just too much. I gotta live in some sort of my bubble. I still love my extension so much. The oat milk in my coffee? No. What's K.H. Bailey for the tea party? What's K.H. Bailey? We need... The end is nigh, isn't that what they say? Sometime in the next 6 months, we will get to have a nice little sit down. Just not yet. Yeah, sometime in the next 6 months. All these shows on TV. I like Ginny and Georgia. Did y'all watch the end of Ginny and Georgia? Did y'all expect... I don't want to ruin it for anybody. If you didn't watch the second season or whatever the last season is. Oh, I watched Audrey and Daisy and I had to stop it. It was about these girls that got bullied in high school. I had to read the story about it and it was so sad. I was literally bawling, so I had to just turn it off. I couldn't do it. Oh, Charlene. Oh, Charlene's their friend. What else? Christmas movies, that is the best. Listen to murder podcasts. How could you do that? I could not do that. Oh, I want to take a polygraph test. Now they have polygraph tests that aren't like the old ones with the little thing that goes back and forth. And now they have ones that like, I don't know, are like supposed to be way better. And I'm like, please give me one on camera. Let's do a live video. And I want to take a polygraph test. That would be, okay, how about this? We put all our money on the line and we both take polygraph tests and you see what happens. Like, I'll do it. And I'm someone who has like, who already has anxiety from all this stuff anyway. So I have anxiety like every day. But my doctor always says I have a really slow heartbeat. So that's good. K. Billy Hutchinson. Yeah, that's where we need to go. Hi, Denise. It's on my list to watch. Firefly Lane, I haven't watched that. My husband thinks I'm plotting something because I literally watched Dateline in the beginning when all this stuff started happening because like I just could not fathom that this could happen. Like I was just like, no. And now it was good for a while. I watched like 20 episodes and I saw there's really people that just suck out there. So it's very helpful. I lock my car now and I make sure my front door is always locked and my cameras are always on. But before, I was probably like way more lax about stuff, you know? I watched the second season of Ginny and Georgia. I can't believe it. I don't know how she's going to get herself out of that. Also, am I just like really messed up? Or like, do we feel bad for her even though she's freaking awful? Right. Do you feel bad for her or no? I do. I feel so bad. I'm like, I could never do that to my kids. I could never talk to my kids like that. I could never. How does she not put those kids in therapy? Immediately her son shot someone. But I don't know. Do you feel bad for her or no? I need to not feel bad for her probably. And I do. I'm just like, oh, well. But like, you can't because the thing is we all have a choice. Like we've all been through really bad shit. Like you have a choice to be good or bad. And if you choose to be bad, that's on you. But also I still kind of feel bad for her. That's why I can never be an attorney. I don't want to be a juror. No, I don't want to be a judge. I would feel bad for people. I think that I have too much stress as a single mom with a narc ex and my nervous system can't handle much. Scary shows are too hard on my nervous system. Yeah, you got to watch some fluff stuff. But I live in like fluff land. So many misconceptions about polygraph. You know the exact questions before he hooks you up. But would that help your heart rate not go crazy? I don't know. I don't even want to know the questions. Just hook it up and let's go. Like, you do feel bad for her? Oh, somebody says she doesn't feel bad for her. Do you feel bad for her? Jamie feels bad for her. Kristen feels bad for her. Me too. I know, and we shouldn't. And you're thinking like, I really feel bad for the mayor because I feel like he genuinely loves her so much and she just layers it on. Like, why didn't she just get rid of Gil? Like, tell him to get away from you. I don't know. And then like, I didn't feel bad for her when she like did that to that lady's husband. Then I was like, come on, dude. So like those situations, I don't know. I didn't feel bad for her. You're right. I shouldn't feel bad for her because that was horrible. And her kids saw. But at the end, did you see have you watched it all the way through yet? At the very end, I'm like, oh, that's funny. Remember what happens at the very end of that? Because by the end of this year, I think, that will, how do I say that? That will be mirrored a little bit in my life, if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. We'll talk about it later. Just remember what happens at the end of Ginny and Georgia. It's really good. It's about a mom of 2 kids. And I freaking love her ex-husband. Like, he loves her so much and he's so freaking hot. God, he's fine. And he just loves her so much. There's a part of her that's so likable. It is. I feel bad because she's always trying to protect people. She is, but also what she did to that girl's husband, I know she was like trying to help her, but that is not your place. And your kid saw it. Doesn't matter. It's part of the science. He tested me. That's freaking awesome. Ginny and Georgia is really good. My dad was a family law judge for 32 years. I literally couldn't do it. I'd feel horrible. Me too. Like, you tell me, people right now tell me their sob stories, and I'm like, okay. Like, I had to do this. I didn't have to do. I did this, like, blessing bag on Facebook. I didn't tell y'all about it, but basically, like, where I send out bags of random stuff to people that other people nominate, and some of the stories, I was just like, oh, can I send her a trunk? Like, and I know there's people that lie to get free stuff, but honestly, if you're going to lie to get free stuff, then just take it, you know? What about Joe too? He really is Joe the mayor. Oh, the coffee shop guy. He's cute too, right? He's an Indian too. That's my people. Yeah, he's cute. I like the mayor because I know he just loves her so much. And her ex-husband, Jesus, he's fine. I wish she hadn't done it, but I think it was. I do think it's good coming from a good place, but you can't hold a pillow over someone's face. Like, come from a good place or not. Like, just a no. Like, why? She didn't. I was a child abuse investigator for 15 years. Oh my God, I could not do that at all. See? Can you imagine if I had somebody come in there and tell me, plus, like, the hardest thing about all this that I've gone through, number one thing is that all the authorities always say you have to take your emotion out of it, Becca. You have to take your emotion out of it. That is so hard to do because to you, it's emotional. It's like something that you went through. And so I think I would have such a hard time in a job like that. Like, I need a fluff job that's like happy and fun. This is the perfect job for me. My counselor tells me all the time. This is the perfect job for you because you don't care if people say mean things and you love to say nice things. So I think it's a great job. I can't believe I get paid to make people feel pretty in clothes. Like, it's the best job ever. And to like talk about my personal life, which is weird how that all works together, but it is. So it's the best job ever. She's not into Joe like he's into her. I don't even think she's into the mayor like he's into her. What'd she say? Did I watch Yellowstone? Yes, I did watch Yellowstone. And it's okay. It wasn't as good as like the first several seasons, I feel like. It's 1 a.m. in the ocean. I'm going night-night. I thought you went to sleep a long time ago. Did you take a nap earlier or no? See my sweater I made today, Krista? Have so much fun at the Super Bowl. I'm so sad you're not going to be at the girls' night thing. But I get it. Go have fun. Without me, it's fine. Hold on. I did watch Yellowstone. What else did I watch the other day that I didn't really like? Oh, Kaleidoscope. Whoopi didn't like that, he said. He said it was weird. I watched some movie last night, and I couldn't do it because it was like, oh, it's about to cut me off again. I've been on here 2 damn hours. I missed y'all. Golly. I'm watching The Sinner right now with Jessica Biel, which was really good in the beginning, but why has it taken like 5 episodes to figure out why she did the stuff she did? And like her making out with her sister was too much for me. Like, you didn't need to go that far, sis. You could have told her like to watch like some dirty show on TV or something. You didn't. Her sister was like, just tell me how it feels. And like, no, it's not your job. You should have been like, no, sis. My favorite shows on TV ever, probably The Sopranos, Sex and the City, Scandal. I love Scandal so much. I like the politics part of it. And I think a lot of it's like kind of based on true events. What else? Gossip Girl. I love fluff stuff like that. Okay, I have to go check on my kid because I can hear him playing that game. Can't tell him to get off though because he doesn't have to go to school tomorrow. But I've been on this phone for 2 hours. So I love y'all. And I missed y'all. But I did enjoy not the break from y'all. I enjoyed the not touching my phone for anything thing. So I told God to show up last week and he did. So that's what you got to know. Is that sometimes if you demand it, he does show up. Maybe I shouldn't have said so many cuss words when I said it. But he definitely showed up. Like the same day. And oh my God, did it come full circle this week. So I appreciate that. Yeah, that's all I got. Okay, 25 seconds. Gonna cut me off. I love y'all. Good night, good night, good night. Oh, I didn't get to see the end. So sorry. Candy? No, but I'll watch it. 90 show. Just kidding.